awesome. All right, thanks, Ben. Okay, like father, like son, our next speaker is Gene Marx, Ben's dad. I bet you haven't been called Ben's dad since he was in 3rd grade. Anyhow, Gene is a Vietnam veteran, and he's a board president of the Peace and Justice Center. And since he has come to the community with his wife Victoria, the peace community activism has just taken off. He's really energized. He also had a lot to do with the Troops Home resolution. And we really cherish Gene and his anger and his laughter here in the community. Please help me welcome Gene Marx.
Guys, thanks for everybody coming out. I'm so pleased to be a member of an outfit like Walking Peace and Justice, as well as the local VFP Chapter 111, the Jonathan Santos chapter. I am so proud of my son being here today, as well as Evan doing what he's doing for the next 7 days. It was bound to happen. We saw it happen. James saw it happen 30 years ago, as well as Bill Dissel, and we had the troops come home saying that it was time to lay down the arms, to get to the streets. We had veterans in wheelchairs. We had veterans on crutches. We had veterans throwing their medals over the fences in Washington D.C., trying to tell everybody that the time was now. I think with what Evan's doing, this is just the tip of the iceberg. More and more people are supporting him, and I'm assuming in the next couple of days he's going to get support from Iraq Vets Against the War. They told me they were going to be calling him. We've got United for Peace and Justice watching every move that's being made here in Bellingham for the next couple of weeks. I've had people here this week, today, as a matter of fact, with Evan on the scaffolding saying, well, what can I do to stop the stop-loss policy, which is really, come on folks, that's the backdoor draft. Let's just call it what it is. And I think what I've been trying to get across to most people is you can stop this thing by marching up. One way to start is to march up on here and to march to room 206 and demand this man stop funding this war. Larson is he'll be standing for the next he'll be sitting pat for the next 3 or 4 or 5 months telling everybody in the district that he supports an end to this war while he keeps voting to keep the money flowing. I mean, the vets are the ones that are taking it in the rear end for this thing. The VA funding is the only funding that isn't mandatory. As a matter of fact, we've got 600,000 disability processes in backlog just to get their money for disabilities. And let's face it, everybody comes back from this debacle, as my son calls it, is wounded. There isn't one person that leaves Iraq or Afghanistan, let's not forget that isn't wounded. They have emotional scars to bear, they have as well as the physical. So thanks for your support. I'm proud of just being a part of this community, as Evan keeps telling me. He's so proud to be here amongst us as well. And keep the fight. Cindy's only retooling, and this is a big factory. This is no longer a baby step. We are no longer a focal group. We are the majority. We're going to stop this thing, and we can start by getting on people like Rick Larson and Cantwell and Murray and telling them to stop the money flow. Thanks for coming out, everybody.